Good morning, everyone. So I am just testing out Facebook right this second. We're having some technical difficulties here this morning, and Kate and I can't seem to get live. And then I hear that Jennifer from True Fashionistas, who does a video every morning, was having issues getting live as well. So, I see. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Leslie. So you guys are all here. Okay, we just have to figure out how to get Kate. I don't think that I can bring Kate onto camera here. So I don't think we'll be able to do our live coffee with Colleen and Kate today.
Well, if they can see you, that's good enough.
I'm going to try something. Wait, hold on. I have an idea.
Let me talk a little bit and see if my
Okay, good morning. So if you just see me, but can you guys hear Kate? Can you hear Kate talking?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, testing to you. Can anybody hear me?
Can you guys hear Kate? Can someone respond if you can hear Kate talking at all? Or just me? Okay, no one's responding.
You only have one person watching
No, we have 11. We have 11 people watching. Hi, I'm so sorry about this. So I think actually this is a Facebook thing. I think Facebook is having an issue this morning. But can you all hear me? Yes. Troy, yes. I hear Kate. Can hear Kate. Okay, awesome. So we're just going to continue on, and sorry you only all get to see me this morning and not the beautiful, lovely Kate, but I am Colleen Lloyd-Roberts with Monkeys and Hats, digital marketing and e-commerce websites, and my fabulous, wonderful co-host that I enjoy coffee with every Tuesday morning is the wonderful Kate Holmes. Kate?
Who may or may not be on your screen. If I'm not on screen, that's fine. We'll just pretend this is a podcast, and I put lipstick on to no avail whatsoever. Anyway, this is Coffee with Kate and Colleen, and we decided on a really, really cool topic for today's show, and that is, what are you putting in your email? What can you put in your email? What do people want to read in your email? So Colleen's going to kick that off because it's Coffee with Colleen.
Okay, so I want to start off with saying that one of the things that I see in a lot of emails is people put a lot of product in, and I want to really introduce you all to something called the Cwck map. And if you're not familiar with the Cwck map, it's located in MailChimp, and I'm pretty sure that Constant Contact has one as well. And a Cwck map is where you can actually go open up any email, and then you can go and see what people are clicking on. And I know that a lot of you do new arrivals emails, which we do as well. We're a huge, big fan. You should be sending those out every single week, if not twice a week. But here's an interesting thing, and here's what I'm leading up to. Highly recommend is that you have all your products, your new things, your new items, new arrivals, and they're all featured in your email. But on the bottom part underneath that is to have a really nice big side-by-side icons, like nice big graphics that actually link over to the different categories on your website. And what we're finding is that we have fewer people actually clicking on the new arrivals, but we get a lot of people clicking on those actual categories. So I liken it to the fact of when you're at a restaurant and the waiter comes over and he tells you the specials, but then you always open up the menu to look at what's on the menu. So I feel that the new arrivals are kind of like the specials, and then when you click on those categories, that's when you get to the menu and people go and peruse your website and your menu. But make sure that you have at least 50 products, no less than 50 to 100 in each category before you start to feature those categories on the bottom. So really important to have those categories in there because they actually do get way more click-throughs than just the products. Kate.
Wonderful analogy about the specials and the waiter. I love that. And we always want to see what we're missing too. So being able to click through to a shop's online shop that has 50 plus items in that category is fantastic. But what happens if you don't have an online shop? What happens if you haven't got the time to put 50 items in every category? And believe me, when I go to people's online shops, a lot of you only have 2 or 3 things there. So if you don't have a lot, as Colleen says, you might want to either beef up that category or not connect. There are so many other things that you can do with an email. Just like in social media, it is called social media. You don't say, buy this, buy that, I got this, and you need that. You talk to people. You start a conversation. Now, it's not as easy to have actual forward and backward conversations with your shoppers through email. And you do want to be cognizant of the fact that not everybody spends a lot of time on their email. But the wonderful, wonderful thing about email, just like your website, is that you have their full attention at that moment. You're not being scrolled through a news feed. You're not being pulled away by Instagram. So take that moment that the people are actually paying attention to you in your email and do something that will stick. Not just, oh, that's a cute dress, but it's not my size, and go on. I suggest highly doing education, a little simple education. I found a pin today on my pin board that was how to match prints and plaids. And that's something that a lot of us would like to do, but we haven't got the nerve to do. So perhaps you could talk about that a little bit in your email. And then at the bottom, always, always, always have a call to action. If you're having a hard time figuring out what a monotone print is that goes with your pinstripe skirt, come on in, we'll show you, we'll help you get dressed in the morning without any drama, something of that sort. If you're not sure how high your coffee table should be, come on in, we'll show you the different heights and how they feel compared to different couches. Some little bit of education, a little bit of call to action, that's it, period.
Awesome. And that's like so important because so many people nowadays, we get all these emails about sell, 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 and we need to have some emails that empower and that educate and that entertain. So throw some funny graphics in there too, like make people laugh. And what's really important today is it's such a visual society and people are scrolling through their email feed. And what you want to do is you want to grab their attention with an image. So make sure that you have a really good eye-catching image at the top that's going to make them stop. That's going to make sure your image communicates. And what you want to think about is if you see a really dull image that has like, you know, a filter over the top of it, and then you see like a really bright, that same exact image, but it's in the bright, vivid colors. If you take a look and see which one is more eye-catching, that's the image, that's the kind of image that you want to pick. Conversely, there's a lot of colorful images that go through email all the time that people are looking at. So don't be afraid once in a while to mix it up and do an image that's in black and white because it will catch people's attention. And make sure your images are catching people's attention. Like they're gonna pop, they're gonna make someone stop and go, oh wow, that's a cool image, because that's really where you're gonna grab people's attention. So in the top of every template email, there's a space where you can just automatically default put your logo in. And I want to really encourage you all to delete that right out of the template and instead put your big header graphic right at the top there and then fit your logo into that header graphic, because that's what people are going to see first. Otherwise, they're going to see your logo and they're going to see a bunch of white space, and then the image comes someplace down here. So instead, incorporate your graphic into that incorporate your logo into that big eye-catching graphic, and that helps to really grab people's attention as well. Kate?
That's a really, really good point. I never thought about that, but you can also use your logo that's at the top of your email and replace that with a doodle. You know how Google Doodle works, and there is something interesting and you see what the Google Doodle is and you click through to see what Google is talking about having there. So don't be afraid to take your logo and to seasonality it to make it relevant to what's going on in the world today, whether it's a spring flower, a tulip, popping up out of the sea in your consignment, things of that sort. If you are not comfortable changing your logo to something else, hire somebody. Get 5 or 6 or 7 different versions of your logo that say different things and use them every week, so that every 5th or 6th or 7th week you've got a different specialized logo showing a couch. The next time it's showing a dresser. The next time it's showing a woman with a scarf. Whatever it is to catch people's eyes. And as Colleen says, that's the first thing that people see. The first thing that people see is your subject line. And if your subject line doesn't automatically make them want to see what's going on, they're not going to open the email. But once they open the email, let's say your subject line is what? Mixed florals and plaid? Question mark. Make sure that the answer to that subject line is right smack there on the top. The first thing you talk about in your email. Show a plaid and a floral together, whether it's a plaid couch and a floral armchair or whatever. But give them a reason to open the email, and then be sure to answer the question that's in their minds immediately. Otherwise, they're going to go, well, what are they talking about? There's a 50% off sale. I want to see about what they promised me in the subject line. Fulfill that promise for them.
Absolutely. And if you have, if you want to take it up a notch, you answer their basic question, and then you put the little read more link in there, and then you take them to your blog where you can explain a little bit more, and then that's where you get the SEO and the traction from your blog, and your blog is on your website, and that all helps with all the great SEO stuff. But I know that that's a little bit more advanced, but that is how you would make that work to tie your email into your blog to get that SEO. And another thing is, at the bottom, you have the little icons for all the social media, right? We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, but you can also create other buttons that will drive traffic to your Facebook group or Facebook page. Like, you can make your own Facebook button and link it to your Facebook page. You don't just have to be dependent on those little buttons at the bottom. So for example, if you want to have an offer for people to come to your Facebook group, become a VIP, get to know, get to see all the products first, or all the brand new arrivals first. You have to give them something, and give them like 10% off their next online purchase, or 10% off their next in-store purchase when they join your group. And so you can actually put that in your email and link that right to your Facebook group or page if you want to. It doesn't matter. But if you're trying to grow your group, it's a great way to also utilize your email to help join your group, so that people can, use your email or just click right through in the email. So don't just feel like social media buttons are there. Like, if you look again at the click map, like, they don't get very many clicks, but sometimes if you go and put your own social media buttons in there, you get a lot more clicks. Okay.
Very, very good. Excuse me. Now, if all of this seems like too much trouble, like you haven't got the time to learn this, you don't want to find somebody to do it for you, you can do things very simply. Remember Alexa of Autrevez? If you went to NART's conference in San Antonio, we visited her very spare, clean, super, super designer store. If you haven't signed up for her emails, go ahead and do so. She sends out an email every Wednesday at 1 p.m. And the reason I know that so well is that one Wednesday I went there at 1:15 and the item I wanted was already gone. But anyway, what she does is she has, maybe 6 or 8 new arrivals. That's all she does on her page. She doesn't do anything else. She has them beautifully photographed, and at the top of the email and at the bottom of the email it says, call us if you want this. Simple. No PayPal, no shop, no this, no that. A nice variety of things, different sizes, different items. Very, very simple. If you don't want to get all involved in your emails, simply do that. Or there's an even simpler way to remind people that you exist and to get them clicking to your Facebook, clicking to your blog, clicking to your website, and that is to have some sort of funny, informative, amusing call to action graphic. For instance, the Friday freebies that I put on my Seasoned Shopkeepers private group. There are over 30 of them there now that you are all welcome to use. If you have nothing else to say to people, put one graphic up there and you're done. You've sent something out to your email list reminding them that you exist. That might be a better idea than spending 4 or 5 hours doing an email on a given day, on a given week. I know you're all overwhelmed now with incoming merchandise, so perhaps you want to keep it simple. And keeping it simple involves just one graphic, one dress, call us if you want it, that kind of a thing, rather than spending a lot of time. So don't feel overwhelmed by email and stop using it. Use it in the way that will work for your business, for your time, and for your shop.
Awesome. That was like really, really awesome advice. We have a lot of different levels of business owners on our group here, and some people are really into the more advanced things, and some people keep things more simple based on where they are in their journey with their store, what their goals are with their store. So I love that Kate keeps things simple, and I definitely take things like up 10 notches, not just a notch, but 10 notches.
Maybe we should maybe we should call this show Coffee with Colleen and Kiss Kate. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. That's a good idea.
I hope this show came through today. It doesn't show when I'm talking that I'm talking. So maybe all of you are just sitting there with empty airtime waiting for Colleen to talk again. I'm not sure.
No, everyone has heard you. Everyone chimed in that everyone can hear you. Unfortunately, they can only see me, so I'm trying to not, look stupid here for 15 minutes.
Fortunately, you're the more photogenic of the pairs.
Well, thank you.
That works out really well.
I don't know about that, but anyway, I do want to say shout out Ellen when I was giving my little analogy about the waiter and the dinner, and she said, plus what's for dessert? Love that. Yes, what's for dessert? Include dessert. Jennifer Johnson says it keeps freezing. Okay, yep. So shout out to Paulette, Vina, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. Hello, Jody. Hi, Adele, Brian, Cindy, Dana, Jana. Awesome that you guys could all hear us. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Krista, Angie, thank you so much. I hope that this was beneficial. Hi, Sonia. Good morning. And if you have any questions, if you have any comments about email, about things that you do, or if you want to send, Kate and I, emails and get opinions on them or advice for different things you could, add. Jennifer Johnson does a really great email. She does a newsletter at the beginning of every month. So does Vina. Vina does a really great kind of newsletter kind of email as well. So Leslie, are you doing a session in Columbus? Yes. So we have the big NARTS conference coming up. That is really, you can go to narts.org, NARTS.org, narts.org. And Adele actually put up, if you're not a NARTS member, Adele put up a lovely offer for a little bit of a discount becoming a NARTS member for everyone in this group. You can scroll down and see that. And yes, I am doing a 40-minute session at the NARTS conference on like what's new with digital marketing. The day before the NARTS conference, we are also doing a whole entire one-day training that's separate from NARTS, but it's the day before NARTS. So it's a whole entire training, and we're going to talk about e-commerce. We're going to actually do hands-on training. So last year we did a lot of talking about and showing you what can be done. And this year we're actually we're encouraging everyone to bring their computers, and we're going to show you how to do it. So we're going to actually, we haven't finalized our whole entire day agenda yet, but it's going to be really hands-on with how to do Shopify, how to write categories, how to write descriptions for Shopify, how to do the SEO, how to do these email things that we're talking about. I'm actually going to show you how to do Instagram stories, how to do Facebook ads. So we're going to dig in a little bit deeper and give you some of those how-tos. So that is the day before, and that's only our company that is put on by Monkeys and Hats. And then during the conference, yes, I am actually doing a 40-minute presentation, and so is Kate. Kate, tell everyone what you're talking about during the conference.
My topic for conference on Saturday when we're doing the workshops is going to be user experience. The whole idea that you want to get people off their couch, off their phones, and actually in your store or in your online shop if that's your goal for that day. User experience is everything. If you're driving down a street and all you see are billboards, you're never going to stop. If you see cute shops, you're going to stop. And let's talk about that as an analogy for how you can position your business to draw people in, to make it irresistible, to be like the flower to the bee, whatever that is, analogy works for you. User experience is where you can beat online. You can't beat Amazon if somebody is looking for kids' sneakers. You can't beat eBay if somebody is looking for a bargain in a vintage lamp because you don't have the merchandise. But you can get them into your store, get that experience going, get them to be loyal, and that's going to be my topic at an arts conference this year in my hometown, Columbus, Ohio.
Awesome, awesome. So we hope that you can attend conference. It really is super beneficial, really, really amazing. Head over to narts.org, narts.org, and you can do the whole entire agenda there and register for conference. So everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for bearing with us during these little technical difficulties, but we made it work. So Kate, thank you for that as well. Thanks for joining us this morning. And Kate, sign us off. What does your mom always say?
My mama always said, turn off the darn computer and get out there and sell something.
Okay, well that was before the day of e-commerce. Because now I would say, get on the darn computer and go sell something. But anyway, go out there and sell something on the computer, off the computer. Have an amazing, amazing week, everyone. Lots of love, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye now. Thanks for tuning in.